Good evening everybody, Car Biker here. Just out for a ride with to Biker, or as he likes to be known, with a silent biker. Had a good ride out this afternoon, been all over the place, and to finish off, we're just heading to a place that I like. I've seen it once before and I think it's quite neat. A bit of technology to show you. It's not the technology all around me. You can probably see all these wind farms. These things are only a few years old. The technology is a bit older than that. And it's a place down the road called Kilnsea. So we'll get you down this little windy road to Kilnsea, and I have to get off the bike and do a bit of walking of all things to show you a bit of slightly older technology. It's not this technology either. This is a little bit older than the wind farms, but not nearly as old as the thing that I'm going to show you. This is a North Sea gas terminal. Looks like something out of Grand Theft Auto. And you probably can't see in front of me, but it's not that either if you can see it. What's in front of me is row upon row upon row of offshore wind turbines. I have no idea how many are out there. Probably won't be able to see it on the wide angle lens, but probably about 50 of them I would guess. I can actually see it now. But again, wide angle lenses, you won't be able to see it. I would imagine. You might be able to see it now, sticking out there at the ground. It's not these goats. Can they see it? Can they see it?
Ah, right. Yes.
Kilnsea wetlands. This is all artificial. So where all the wildlife used to be, the sea came in and just washed it all away. So they've had to bring the water in, and you get lots of birdies. We're now, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but maybe you will. See that thing over there, that structure, big concrete thing. We're actually looking at the back of it. The front is on the other side, looking out to sea. Let's see if we can get a bit closer. Don't know if anybody knows, but Matt has an alter ego. Teresa? Anybody outside of the UK? Not a clue what that's about. Here's a hide on the wetlands. Not a chance will you be able to see much. 4 swans is all I can see. See if I do but on the googly phone thing. Not really even on that, so getting closer. I didn't know I'd be having exercise today. There it is, side on. Looking out across the water you can't see. You can start to see the front of it now. And over there is the sea. Not sure I can get much closer to it than this. Hopefully it comes out on the camera alright. That's what I came to see. Big lump of concrete. Big dish. And what it is is the Kilnsea Acoustic Mirror, sound mirror, and it's about 100 years old. Built for World War One. Oh, somebody's made a track there, look. I don't want to damage the crops, but if somebody's already done a track, I'll sneak through a bit. Somebody's already squished it. So that big dish there and the pole, imagine that pointing out to sea. And what the idea was in World War One, they were worried that we would be attacked by Zeppelins, the big airships, or not airships. Were they hydrogen filled? I'm not so sure. But the big airship type thingies, and they had big engines on them that made a lot of noise. But of course, that noise was many, many miles away. And what this does, it's like radar, but before radar was even contemplated, really. I'm going to be able to get right up to it, look. So the idea is that the sound of the Zeppelin over there would come in, be reflected off this big dish onto that post, and there'll be a microphone on the end of that post. And when it got reflected on there, obviously it would amplify it quite a lot. So it would make a very quiet sound a long way away, sound like a very loud sound here through the microphone, through the amplification of the dish and the amplification of the microphone as well. And the idea was, in World War One, when those Zeppelins were coming in, which I don't think they ever did, but if they were to come in, you'd be able to hear them from tens of miles away, rendered entirely useless by the invention of the aeroplane, because by the time you could hear an aeroplane coming one of these things, it was on top of you dropping bombs. I just found it fascinating, the way that they used the technology that was available to them in the day. Quite an interesting solution to the problem of invasion from the air. And 100 years later, it's still here. Just notice that around the back, there appears to be a way in that doesn't involve clambering over barbed wire. There's a little stile so you can climb over. Look at that. They've thought of everything. So what I'm going to do, handy that Matt is here, he's going to jump over here, because you can't really get an idea of the scale of the thing unless you've got something next to it. So I'm going to stand next to it. God, it's big. So Matt's taken me a couple of photos, and we've tried shouting to see if it makes a difference to the sound. He says it sounds really loud. Hello!
Hello, get right into where your helmet is.
Do what to my helmet?
Go get near to where your helmet is.
Hello, Matt! Is it loud over there?
Just a bit.
So I will sign off there. I'll show you those photos. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Bit of history. Ride safe. And I'll talk to you all again soon.